Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing some silhouette artwork, so a nice easy piece of artwork that anybody can follow along to, and you can follow along to this day because I'm going to break it down in all the stages. You'll get to see it and I'll talk you through this process all the way along. So the pieces that you would need to do to complete this today is 3 picture frames. I'll leave a link in the description. These are really cheap, guys. I got these on sort of a special. They were £2.50 each. Glass, you've got your mount on the inside and you can sit these portrait or landscape, or you can hang on portrait or landscape, the same. You get some little metal clips in the back, you just bend up, push the internals out, and then you're left with a black frame. And you can put your photos or whatever you want in. So we're using 3 identical frames. Some of the pieces of artwork will be in landscape, and I think a couple of them are in portrait. I'll find out when we project up in a minute. So 3 black frames, simple. Posca paint pens. These are the fine point Posca paint pens. I've got 2 of these. HP pencil for when we use the projector to project around the pieces of artwork, a metal ruler or plastic ruler, a scalpel or a craft knife. That was the other camera turning itself off. Yeah, a scalpel or craft knife. And I've got some cartridge paper, heavyweight cartridge paper. All I'm going to do with this is take the frames apart, lay the mount on top, and then cut round it so I've got the piece of paper that will fit inside the frame. So that'll be the piece that we can work on and get the artwork across. So nice and simple. We are going to use an airbrush today. I'll just randomly pick one. We'll use that Rich Pen 0.2, and it is the AB200. We'll use that one today just to drop a little bit of black paint in. Nice on the detail. Nice small cup to get quite a bit of paint in. That'll be perfect for today's video. So we'll use that one. So silhouette artwork is basically, you will see like a white piece of paper and then it's like a solid piece of artwork in black. I've also seen it where you've had like a black background and then a silhouette in white. You can get it like that. So it's just a solid image that's got sort of no details on the internal. So if it's a face, it'd just be completely jet black, but you'd see the outlines of the head, the jaw, the ears, which would resemble you looking at the face if it was sideways on, or if someone's doing sort of a motion, you can see what that piece of artwork is just by the outline. Your brain follows the shape and you instantly go, yeah, that's a person's hand or the person or whatever it is, a car, bike. So it's very simple. It's like clip art as well. If you go onto Google, if you want to look at silhouette artwork, just basically look at clip artwork, you'll see a lot of that sort of style that way. So I'll stick you in time lapses for this. First we're going to take all these frames apart, chop the card out, get that sorted. I'll get the projector set up, I'll project the images across, and then I'll see you in the next step when we come to line it out and sort the airbrush out. See you in a bit. Seen in that time lapse, we chopped the paper out, so we've got the paper to fit the frames, and then we projected up pieces of artwork. So we've got an outline there on that one, we've got an outline on this one, and on the third one. Now we could airbrush the centres of these, but they're really small images, as these picture frames are quite small. So you can basically go in with a Posca paint pen. So we'll start off with the first one that we did, and this one's a guy jumping, so you're basically just following around what you've traced around with the Posca paint pen. So we're going to do that on all 3. I stick in the time lapse, we'll fill all the ends of these pictures in, and then we'll move on to the next step. we've got our images all down, nice and simple. As I say, if these were bigger, you could airbrush in the centre, you could stencil this out and make a stencil of each image, but it's just easy to do with the Posca paint pen, just colour it in, nice and simple. Now the next stage to do on this is to do the frames. Now we're going to be using a Dremel on this. So you've got your black frame, which will be like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to chop the frame up, part of the frame. We're going to cut the section of the frame out here, take that bit away, and then when you put the frame to the wall, it will look like he's jumping over the hole in the frame. So we're going to chop this section out here, mount it up, drop the glass in, and then you'll see it when it's against the wall. It'll look like the silhouettes of the person's jumping over the hole in the frame. So nice and simple, Dremel with a cutting disc on. We're going to chop a section out the frame, remove that, and then we'll mount the frame up and put the glass in. I'll stick you in a time lapse. Right guys, I hope you caught enough in them time lapses. Nice, simple one today. Quite fun to do. We used a Dremel, we've used a hacksaw because the Dremel wouldn't go all the way through on the picture frame. Mounted them up, you've seen I've just sort of stuck the backs of the frames with an extra bit of tape just to hold them so they're all secure. So we did the one that's jumping. So he's jumping over the crack in the frame, the break in the frame just here. So that looks really cool. Mounted on a wall, it's just something different. You don't expect to see the frames to be cut up. So he's jumping over the hole in the bottom of the frame. Then you've got the guy sort of abseiling, and he's gone down the hole in the frame there, in the top, and I've cut the top of the frame at an angle, and then just went over with a little bit of black paint with the airbrush just to colour in the edges of the frame. So you've got that one. Nice and simple piece of artwork, guys. And then the last one, this is the one I like, the one where the frame's snapped and the guy's holding it up. So you can just mount these on the wall, quirky bits of artwork that just look really cool and different with silhouettes. So nice and simple to do, really cheap to do, £2.50 a frame. Little bit of artwork, you can find the images on Google. There is loads of silhouette stuff. So you can adapt your frames and make some really quirky, cool bits of artwork. So when you put it on your wall in your house, when people come in, it's just something different. You don't expect to see a frame to be chopped up and have little gaps cut out. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, learned something along the way. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.